Good morning and welcome to Scottsdale Center for Spiritual Living. I am Reverend Jill Clements and I will be guiding our meditation this morning. Welcome to everyone in the room and everyone joining us online. Our reading this morning is from Creative Ideas by Ernest Holmes. It is a spiritual compass for personal expression. Today's reading is titled, I See Good in Every Event, and he quotes Mark, "Be not afraid, only believe." If good is the great reality, while evil is the great negation or denial of reality, then it follows that we should see the good in everything and recognize the apparent evil merely as a theoretical opposite of good. There is not God in something else. The divine spirit inhabits eternity, overshadows everything, including human events, indwells our own soul, and is released through our own act. Not God, but we ourselves are the creators and supporters of moral evils. Our vision is beclouded and the pathway of our progress is obstructed until we come to know that God can and does express as good in every person and situation. His affirmation for us today to take into our meditation: I turn to the presence of God at the center of my being, and it is here that I discover the nature of the good which must and does reside in the back of all people and events. It is only normal and natural that good should prevail, and as I realize that this is the nature of God and accept its manifestation in my life, this is what I experience. I am resolved to see the good in everyone and every event. I refuse to acknowledge or accept that anything other than good can come into my life. I now face living free of fear and filled with joy. So as we move our attention within, closing our eyes and just beginning to relax and focus on the breath, not changing or controlling, just gently allowing that in and out breath. Continue to focus on that, and that it is good and very good.
No matter what is going on around you, be at peace and rise. Rise into love, into light. Rise into the knowing of who you
I invite you to take a deep, slow breath in and release as we begin to bring our awareness back to our bodies. Ernest reminds us, I am resolved to see the good in everyone and every event. I refuse to acknowledge or accept that anything other than good can come into my life. I now face living free of fear and filled with joy. May you take these beautiful words with you into your week ahead. This now concludes our meditation time. Namaste. You can. 2 pages. Thank you. Mm-hmm.
Affirm our life as sacred. We declare that peace is here. Yeah, Spirit is in this. Spirit is in this place. Spirit is in this. Spirit is in this place. Spirit is in this. Spirit is in this place. Raise the roof with shouts of praise. Spirit in this place. Yeah, 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 yeah. Spirit is in this place.
Grateful, 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 hey, hey, hey. Grateful, 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 hey. Sunlight drifting soft through open skies, moments weaving unseen threads that rise, echoes of laughter, whispers in the air. Every tiny spark shows the life we share. Grateful for the journey, grateful for the way. Every little moment shapes the heart today. Yeah. Grateful, 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 grateful. Hey, yeah. Grateful, grateful, hey, grateful. Grateful, 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 grateful. Hey, grateful, grateful. Rivers of memory flowing deep and wide, shadows and brightness moving side by side, energy surrounding a pulse beneath it all. Life's quiet blessings answer every call. Grateful for the rhythm, grateful for the flow. Every little piece helps the heart to grow. Grateful, 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 grateful. Hey, yeah. Grateful, grateful, ooh, grateful, grateful, ooh, grateful, 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 grateful. Soft as the morning, steady as the tide. All the unseen moments traveling inside. Grateful for the beauty that lifts and calls. Grateful, 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 grateful. Grateful, 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 grateful. Oh, grateful, oh, grateful, 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 grateful.
Am I strong enough to bear the burdens that sometimes come living this thing called life? Am I wise enough to make the right decisions when I'm standing at the fork in the road? Sometimes I wonder and ponder, only to realize I'm not alone, and there's nothing I have to do on my own, because I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. Will I have enough to do the things I need to do to take care of myself? Will I have the health of mind and body to live a life of grace and wholeness. Sometimes I wonder and ponder, only to realize I'm not alone, and there's nothing I have to do on my own, because I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. I am the place, you are the place, we are the place where God shows up. I am the place, you are the place.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. Happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. And I know the light of love is shining in my eyes. I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. Yes, I am. I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. Happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. And I know the light of love is shining in my eyes. I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. A little birdie told me life is so sweet. As I listen to her song, I know I am complete. I have all the keys to love, joy, and peace. The power is infinite. Love will increase. I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. I'm happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. And I know the light of love is shining in my eyes. I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. A little birdie told me life is so sweet. As I listen to her song, I know I am complete. I have all the keys to love, joy, and peace. The power is infinite. Love will increase. I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. I'm happy, so healthy, wealthy, and wise. And I know the light of love is shining in my eyes. I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. Every day I'm happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. Can't you see I'm happy now? So healthy, wealthy, and wise. I'm happy and healthy, wealthy. I am happy, I'm healthy, and wealthy, I'm wise. I am happy and healthy and wealthy and wise. together as a family. We have come here as we are. We have come with arms wide open. We have gathered here in love. Spirit is in this, Spirit is in this place. Spirit is in this, Spirit is in this place. Spirit is in this, Spirit is in this place. Raise the roof with shouts of praise. Spirit in this place. We sing in celebration. We sing with words of prayer. We sing with words of prayer. We affirm our life as sacred. We declare that peace is here. Yeah, Spirit is in this, Spirit is in this place. Spirit is in this, Spirit is in this place.
I invite everyone to stand and join us for our opening song.
Come together, heart and soul, as we love together. Young and old, we will sing together, together in one song. Come together, from different worlds we are drawn together. In our own way we can pray together. Together we are strong. I see God in you. You see God in me. One path, one vision, one family. Come together, dreams and hands we will join together to build a place we can grow together. Together we are whole.
Good morning. My name is Jim, and it's my honor to welcome you to Scottsdale Center for Spiritual Living, where we teach successful living from the inside out. I'm deeply grateful for each and every one of you that's here today. A big welcome to those joining us in virtual community online. If you're watching our live stream today, check in and let us know your thoughts in the chat. And if you're with us for the very first time here in person or from afar, I'm exceptionally grateful that you're with us. Keep the Sunday spark going. Join our email list. We send a Saturday newsletter with upcoming services, events, and classes, and a Mindful Monday email with a recap of our weekly message and spiritual practices to carry you into the week. I noticed up here we have this little affirmative prayer brochure. Yeah, this has the 5 steps of affirmative prayer: from recognition, unification, realization, thanksgiving, and release. It's the form of prayer that we use here in our Centers for Spiritual Living. So pick one of these up on your way out if you don't already have one. We're on Facebook and YouTube with inspiring posts, live streams each Sunday, and new reels and shorts drawn from the weekly message. You can also watch past messages anytime at scottsdalecsl.org. Find us on Facebook and Instagram, give us a follow, and check in when you're here at the center. We love seeing our community connected. And if SCSL has blessed your life, a positive review on Google, Yelp, or wherever you found us is a beautiful way to help others find us too. A quick reminder about our community outreach event at Feed My Starving Children this Wednesday. I ran out of t-shirts, so I'll have to get a new one. Don't worry, I will. We've reserved 8 spots for our group, and today is the last day we're planning to hold any unused spaces. If you've been thinking about joining us, we'd love to have you sign up today. Even if you decide later that you're welcome to participate if space is available. We simply want to release any unused spots so they can be offered to others. Join me, Reverend Jill, Valerie, and Bert for a meaningful afternoon of service as we help pack meals for children around the world. There are flyers available in the lobby. We are a growing and vibrant spiritual community and happy to meet new friends each week. We have a mission, a vision, and a purpose statement, and I invite you to join us as we read that or recite that into our service together. Our mission is to provide spiritual tools for personal and community transformation. Our vision is a world that works for everyone. Our purpose is to awaken to our spiritual magnificence, and so it is. One of the ways we teach successful living from the inside out is through the practice of gratitude. Robert Braith tells us, gratitude and attitude are not challenges, they are choices. Gratitude is more than a feeling, it's a way of choosing where we place our attention. It helps us notice the good and practice right thinking in real time. Let's take a moment to center ourselves in gratitude. If you're comfortable, I invite you to close your eyes. Take a breath in and let it go. Gently ask yourself, what am I appreciating in this moment? As something comes to mind, whether it feels small and simple or deeply meaningful, just let yourself sit with it for a moment. Now, just take a moment to notice, how did I practice right thinking this week? Maybe in the way I responded, maybe in the way I chose to see something. Let's take another breath in and release. And when you're ready, gently open your eyes. There's a beautiful stillness in the room, so I trust something meaningful came forward. I'll open the mic now for anyone who'd like to share.
I am grateful for the many organizations out there who take my gently used items and recycle them, upcycle them, whatever they do with them. I've been spending some time refreshing closets and clothing and so forth and so on. And I'm just happy they've got a home to go to. So I'm grateful for that this week and grateful for the decluttering.
Good morning. I like Jill. I've been purging, and it's fun, and it feels really good having open space. So I love doing that. And then I am also grateful that I'm able to do as much traveling as I have this year. It was my goal, and that's all I've been doing. So actually, I leave on Thursday, so I won't be here for a few weeks, but that's fine. I'll say to Jim in the chat, aloha from. So yeah, so I am.
Good morning, friends. I'd like to thank Beverly for a wonderful evening last night. We had a wonderful dinner together in Fountain Hills. It was beautiful. Sorry, Jill, you didn't make it, but it was a wonderful dinner. But thank you, Beverly.
Yeah. Anyone else? All right. Thank you so much for sharing. And now, for our affirmative prayer, I'm thrilled to invite Reverend Jill. to the lectern.
Thank you, Jim. Appreciate that. Appreciate your service this morning. Okay. All right, I'll close your ears. The wick is short. So, would you join me this morning for prayer? Oh, as we just breathe in to being present right here now in this space with these beloveds, both in the room and online, with our hearts full of gratitude for our recent gratitude sharing, our remembrance of the gratefulness for the week, we just relax into that feeling and recognize that we are in the presence of the presence, that there is only one life, one mind, one source of the infinite good. That source is the one power. It is love itself, unconditioned and unconditional. That love which loves so much that it just gives of itself into its creation. We call it many things. We call it spirit, we call it source, we call it God, we call it universal presence. It really doesn't matter what we call it as long as we know it. And so in this moment, we know it. And we know that we are manifestations of it, that we are spirit of the one source in expression, individualized and unique, each one of us. We are that love that God is. We are the peace and the wholeness and the prosperity and the wisdom, the infinite intelligence. All of that, all of the qualities of the divine are within each and every one of us as expressions of it. And in those qualities, we are united in the oneness and in the wholeness that is spirit, that is source. And it's not only us, it's everyone, everywhere on this planet, everything. For it is all from one substance, one source. And so this morning, we unite our consciousness, our awareness with the all and the allness of life. And taking that into my acceptance of the good in our lives, in the lives of all. Realizing that we are that peace, that wholeness, that love that God is. And that as we walk through this life and make decisions and choices in our lives, that we are spirit expressing as only we can, for we are that individualized version of it. I know that each of us is abundantly blessed with love and peace and joy in our lives, abundance of friendships, joyous relationships, infinite prosperity, pressed down to overflowing, and that we circulate that good in, through, and as our lives and our communities. And I know that we are each blessed with health. And if there's any area of our lives that feels out of balance, that we lift that into this prayer and this consciousness of this room, and we bless it. And we allow it to be, the healing to be revealed through us. I bless all faith traditions this morning, knowing that there are many paths to the divine, that there is only one source, one life, and that life is God, and that life is our life now. And so it is with a heart filled with joy and gratitude, thanksgiving and love, that I just release this into the action and activity of law, knowing that the word spoken is the word made manifest. And we affirm this truth and accept it this morning by saying together, and so it is. Oops. And I believe it's our first song now, Joe. Jason Mraz.
Feels like I'm surfing on a sound wave, zooming through the universe. Feels like we're bouncing off of light waves. I bounce so hard sometimes it hurts. Well, every time I think I'm stuck, the sun moves along and my shadow gets up. If you're lost, relax and be where your feet are. Every time I try to follow someone's way, my end result is not the same. But then I do that thing I do that's just for me. And amazing things start happening, and again and again. And every time I think I'm stuck, the sun moves along and my shadow gets up. If you're lost, relax and be where your feet are. Be where your feet are. Outer spaces where I'm spacing out, still looking up when I'm feeling down. I try to walk the talk I talk, but the tale is taller when I look up. It's still too easy to feel small. Still I found if you're lost, just relax and be where your feet are. Be where your feet are. If you ever get lost, if you're lost, relax and be where your feet are. Be where your feet are. If you ever get lost, kick back and be where your feet are. Be where your feet are. If you ever get lost, relax and be where your feet are. Be where your feet are. I'm gonna be right here.
Doesn't he? Good advice, huh? Be where your feet are. Be present. I like that song. It's a good, feels good song. Have you heard the quote? We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so we should listen twice as much as we speak. That's from first century philosopher Epictetus, a Greek philosopher. And today is Fortune Cookie Sunday. Now, if you've not been with us for Fortune Cookie Sunday, it's usually on a 5th Sunday because if not all topics lend themselves to 5 weeks, so I do 4 topics, and then a 5th Sunday is something different. And came up with fortune cookies a few years ago, and it's where I crack open a cookie and see what's inside. These are fresh from the Chinese restaurant. They have not been opened. I've not peeked. I don't have no idea what's in there. It's all spirit, and so it's a opportunity for us all to listen, for me to listen to spirit, for you to listen to spirit, and see what messages, listen for what messages may be present there for us today. As I was preparing all week and doing some meditation work around it, it's like, what message is emerging here? And it was spirit is everywhere. Spirit is everywhere. And part of that is the science of mind is everywhere. And I have for years found science of mind messages in fortune cookies and had lots of fun at the dinner table with them, with friends. And because the science of mind is a compilation of so many teachings, we do see it everywhere. We do see it everywhere. We just may not be aware of it. So as I was preparing, I went to The Science of Mind by Ernest Holmes, some of my favorite quotes, and got some inspiration. Now, that is buzzing and that is bugging me, so there. So Ernest says, to free ourselves from the contemplation of evil and bondage is the whole aim and purpose of the science of mind and spirit. Freedom. Freedom. He says the realization that good is universal and as much good as we are able to incorporate in our lives as ours to use is what constitutes the science of mind and spirit. The purpose of science of mind is liberation for the individual. And this is the idea that life happens as we believe. Ernest didn't come up with that idea. That, of course, comes from the Bible and some of Jesus' teachings. It's also the law of cause and effect, isn't it? As we believe, it's the law of quantum physics, the observer effect that we've learned about. The next one says the journey of the soul involves the realization that we are not separate individuals, but divine individualizations of spirit. That's the oneness that we teach here. You heard it in the prayer earlier. We are one. We are united in this wholeness. We're not separate from spirit. We're not separate from each other. We're united in this oneness. He says there is an inflow of spirit into self-expression through all people. It is the continuous inpouring of God's blessings. When we open our minds to the influx of the divine wisdom, we're allowing our lives to be guided by the infinite. If you were with us last week, that's what we talked about was intuition. To allow ourselves to be guided by divine wisdom. Our perfection is already in us because we are made of the one source, spirit. By the process of evolution, we are revealing it. Live up to your divine potential that is waiting for your recognition. This is the freedom of choice, to choose to turn in recognition. If you're familiar with the story of the prodigal son, it says when the young son had gone and spent all of his inheritance and realized that he could go back home and work for his dad and not just be a son, but work for his dad and have a nicer living than what he was doing. It's the whole story that it says when he turned to the Father as representative of turning to spirit, and what did the Father do? He welcomed him, right? Irrespective of the crazy decisions the kid had made. And so this is this idea of waiting our recognition. It's right here within us. Neither the consciousness of spirit nor the laws of the universe hold anything against us. Whenever we turn to them in recognition and acceptance, they immediately flow through us, imparting the divine givingness into our experience. Say yes to your good. Well, Dr. Holmes had a very special message for me today, and I want to share it with you all this morning. He says, Dear Reverend Jill, you must listen to the inner voice, and it will tell you what to do in your hour of need. You will be told everything you ought to know and not be misled. You must relight the torch of your imagination. You must remain faithful to this vision, for a realization of the presence of God is the real power in your life. Sincerely, Ernest Holmes. Isn't that special? Yes, I know. Really special, yes. So I invite you to take that message as your own inspiration this week into your life. Relight the torch of your imagination. Know that Spirit's there in your hour of need. And the real power, the presence of God is the real power in your life as well. So I invite you to take that with you. All right. With that blessing, I think it's time to get started. What do y'all think? Let's see what Spirit has for us today. Sure, that'd be great. And the mic too, please, in case y'all want to join in. You can. Jim's got it. Microphone. Yeah, I was thinking about this morning. It's like, if y'all want to participate, we can do that. Let's just see what's up. Is that on, Jim? No, okay. All right. Should have brought my other glasses. I should have brought my other glasses. A long-awaited wish will come true this Wednesday. Ooh. Now that's pretty specific. Okay, I like it. I will. A long-awaited wish will come true this Wednesday. There you go. So, a long-awaited wish. Now, in Science of Mind, we don't really teach that wishing is the way to make things happen, right? But if it's something that is long awaited, it's probably something that's been in our consciousness and in our awareness and something that we've been thinking about. And if you remember in the Science of Mind teaching, Ernest tells us that it's not the one or two thoughts that we have about something, it's the tendency of our thinking, the consistency of our thinking. And so if there's something that I have been waiting for, wishing for, Wednesday's its day. So just remember when you find yourself wishing things were different, move that into knowing, move that into trusting and affirming it coming to your life. Thank you, dear. How potent are they?
You'll see.
Oh, that's not enough. So anyway, trust that tendency of your thinking and affirm what it is that you've got a wish for and make it your desire, and it goes into our intention setting. Okay? So I'll keep you posted next week on what that is. Did you all do meditation last week for 3 minutes? Did it work? Okay, there you go. All right. Family is where you are valued and appreciated. How many have family of choice? In addition to family of origin, right? So family is where you are valued and appreciated. And I think this speaks to that idea that we all come from a family of origin, and some of us had wonderful experiences and some of us did not. And as adults and as beings of choice, we can choose a family of preference and build our relationships and build our families and connections where we will feel valued and appreciated, as will they. As will they. And I think it's important that we recognize this and not beat ourselves up over our family of origin if it wasn't the most inspiring experience, and recognize it for what it was. The gifts that we received from it that helped us to become the people that we are today, the strength that we built, the wisdom that we gained, and likely the connections we made outside of family with our friends because of the love and the trust that we feel there that we may not have felt in our home life and growing up. So this one for me speaks to that family of choice. Although I love my family of origin too, but my family of choice, because my family of choice is out here in Arizona, and my family of origin is mostly in Virginia. So I get the best of both worlds. All right. If anybody wants to jump in with anything, just raise your hand. We've got the mic right here. You're free to comment. Tell me I'm full of hooey. See it a different way. Expand. You folks online can do the same. You can put it in the chat and Jim will let me know. Okay. Your enthusiasm for sports will create positive energy and motivation in those around you. Okay. Yeah, I will. Slowly. Your enthusiasm for sports will create positive energy and motivation in those around you. What that says to me is it doesn't really matter that sports is in there if sports is not your thing. If sports is your thing, that's great. There can be any avenue, because it's our positive energy and motivation of ourselves that influences those around us, as does our negative attitudes, I might say, as well, right? So the example of sports, and you think about sports and the rah-rah and the cheering and there's some folks that have some very passionate beliefs around their sports teams, yes? I mean, we lose a lot of folks during the football season because it's on Sunday morning and they just don't want to be here. They want to be there watching. So it's that enthusiasm and motivation that they've focused on the team, that we can focus on our own lives and our lives of our friends, our families, our businesses. We have that power. And so, what in your life are you excited about? If it's not sports, is it something else that lights you up for motivation and enthusiasm and excitement, that people can feel that from you? You know, for me, it is spirituality and ministry and talking about this stuff. It's exciting. It's also the business components that I work in commercial real estate, and some of the things that I do there I get very passionate about. Joe's got 17 businesses that he's passionate about. I'd say his improv is probably his biggest focus right now. Anybody else? What is your motivation right now that's got you excited in life? Travel for Penny. Yeah, you mentioned that. That's great. That's great. Travel. Yeah, travel there. Yeah, good stuff. Jim's got a business that's taken off. That's great. Yeah. Beth?
Sport is another has other definitions. What do you do for sport? What do you do for sports? What do you do for sport? And I just looked it up, and it says, how do you amuse yourself?
Ah,
And so I'm having a lot of fun thinking, well, I do this, I do that, I do this. But I have a lot of amusements. So, and we all look for things that are fun and amusing to do, right? So we all have sports.
that's awesome. Great. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for expanding that. Thank you for expanding that. That's true. I forgot about the use of that word that way. What do you do for sport? For fun. Fun's important. All right. Adventure fuels your soul. Pursue it with passion. So we're still on the same theme here. Adventure fuels your soul. Pursue it with passion. If writing fuels your soul, pursue it with passion. Whatever we pursue, whatever that desire within us is, pursue it with passion. Because in the Science of Mind teaching, we teach that our passion, our belief back of, is what is the energy of our prayer. If we just speak our prayer and we're not passionate about it, we don't believe it's going to manifest, it's likely not going to, right? Ernest Holmes called it the juice. It's the juice of the prayer, is your passion and your enthusiasm for it, your belief in its manifestation. So this is reminding us that adventure fuels your soul. Pursue it with passion. Pursue anything with passion, whether it's adventure or anything else. All right. It's Chinese lessons on the other side if anybody wants to learn Chinese. Take a pause from consuming information. Oh, wow. I think we're going to put that one on the wall, Jim. Take a pause from consuming information. That's not easy to do today, is it? There's so much information coming at us all the time. Our phones, our TVs, other people, constantly coming at us. Take a pause from consuming information. Have you ever taken just a day and turned your phone off. Not gone on the computer. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, what do we do everything there. Yeah. What you do? We do everything. I mean, I have a question, I'm going to go to the phone. I'm looking for directions, I'm going to go to the phone. I'm looking for a close restaurant or a gas station, I'm going to go to the phone. What's happening in the world? I'm going to go to the phone. I want to go shopping, I go to the phone. Right? Take a pause from all of that information. What can we do with our time instead? Meditate. Good answer. Rather than consuming so much that is happening out there in the world of effects, what if we just took some time to be still and just listen to infinite intelligence and wisdom, that which created all that stuff? Just be still and listen to that. Connect with that. Allow your nervous system to just settle down. Calm down and relax, because all of that stimulation, I mean, it's proven at night that if you spend a lot of time on the screen before bed, you don't sleep as well. I proved that to myself a couple of weeks ago. I was working on a project and worked a little later than I anticipated, but I was on the screen until probably 10 o'clock, which is late for me. And I went to bed and I couldn't sleep. Couldn't sleep. And that was the only thing different, was that I had been on the screen that long, because I'm usually not. Usually, like the hour before I go to bed, I'm reading a book or something less stimulating than color screens coming at me. So be aware of that. Be aware of your consumption of information and choose some different outlets. Go to nature. Just be outside without your phone. Be in meditation. Be quiet and still. Do some journaling. See what's going on inside of your own soul, inside of your own mind, your own heart. See what pours forth. I spent some time doing that last night, and it was interesting. I hadn't journaled for a couple of weeks, and it was interesting, the way it came out and what came out and the information and stuff. So that's another practice we can use rather than consuming information. Oh, this one's got lucky numbers. Anybody playing the lottery today? Oh, this is perfect. Science of Mind 101. Your life will be filled with endless opportunities for growth and success. Does that sound like our teaching? Yeah, it is. It's what we teach because it's true. It's true. Our life will be filled with those opportunities. They're constantly coming towards us, at us, available to us. But it's up to us to select, isn't it? Because again, we're beings of choice. The story of Melissa Gilbert, who wrote the book and wrote some books, and she had an idea for a book. And she outlined it and had it all ready to go, and then life happened. Her husband got ill, and she didn't have time to work on it. So she put it up on the shelf. About 5 years later, that book comes out and is a bestseller. She's like, what? That was my idea. I even outlined it. It's here on this dusty shelf someplace. And her point in the book that she wrote about this was that spirit, or the universe, is always filling everything with ideas and opportunities. Some resonate with me, some resonate with Penny or Denise. It's the ones that we take and make our own and make active to bring into fruition, to allow that creative flow through us to come into being. It's something that wants to be birthed. Are we willing to be the vehicle for that? And Melissa thought she was, or Elizabeth, her name's Elizabeth. Elizabeth thought she was, but life got in the way. But the opportunity was still hanging out there, and somebody else said, I'll do it. I'll do it. Have you ever had an idea for something, didn't take action, and then saw it in print, in the media, somewhere? Yeah, we've probably all had that experience. So this is the idea of your life being filled with endless opportunities for growth and success, but we have to be proactive and take the action, right? It's kind of like treating and moving. I was going to say treating and moving your feet. Treating and moving your feet. We have that saying in mind. We can treat and pray all day long, but we also get step, and we need to take that action. Comments, questions? Anybody have a good story about that one of those ideas you didn't take action on and somebody else did? Is that driving you crazy? It's not just me. Well, tell me how you did that.
I don't want to go there. I was 14. I dreamt that we were going to have flying cars, and it's in fruition.
Yeah,
so
it's happening.
I created that. I didn't know how it was going to happen. I just knew it was going to happen.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's cool. In the 1980s, my first husband and I were in a wine group in California, and everybody would come in with paper bags carrying their wines for the wine tastings. And I looked at it and I said, gosh, we could make prettier bags than those. That'd be a great idea. Take some little claws and and I had, sewing stuff in my head at that time. Took no action on it. Yep. The rest is history. Okay. Well, this one's dated, but your positive energy will attract success in April. Is that our friend? We have a friend named April. Your positive energy will attract success in April. Our positive energy attracts success anytime, doesn't it? Because we're a match as our positive energy. Whatever we are, whoever we're being, whatever we believe is attracting to us that. So if that energy is positive, we're going to attract positive things. If that energy is negative, we're going to attract more negative things. Ernest always said that we're a broadcasting station. And whatever we're broadcasting, the frequency, it's going to match up to a radio someplace that's going to tune that in. So what frequency are you matching today? What are you tuning into? So if this is our friend April, or if this is next April, doesn't matter, because we are always at the opportunity to attract that positive thing into our life when we focus on that, stay present to it, and stay with it. Stay with it. All right. This one's broken. We'll try that one. You think? Let's see. Oh no, this is a good one. This is so good it was screaming to get out. Follow the guidance of your inner guru. Need I say more? What is your inner guru? God, spirit, source, essence within us, our intuition. We are our own inner guru. Sometimes we seek outside for our guru, and that can be wonderful. There are great teachers out there that we learn from. And we have everything we need within us. Ernest was very clear on that. That's why when we're in practitioner training, they tell us to let go of anything that we give our power to, such as oils, fragrances, candles, crystals. Thank you, that's the word, crystals. Any of those things that we put our energy, our power on that are going to do good things for us, because we have everything we need within us. We have everything we need within us. Our wisdom, our love, our prayer, we are connected always with the one. We don't need, there's nothing wrong with any of that stuff, don't get me wrong. But as part of the teaching, he wanted us to separate the idea of any of that stuff having more power than we have within ourselves already. So remember that when you are thinking about your life, thinking about a project, thinking about a relationship or whatever that you're calling in, you've got the power. You just need to first become it. And that was one of the things that I had a hard time with when I first joined this teaching was you must first become that which you seek. Well, that's the most illogical thing I've ever heard in my life. How can I be something I want and I don't have? That doesn't make any sense to me. And that's the whole key is changing our mind about that so that we think like the person who is successful. We act like the person who is successful until we attract it to us. What was that other one that said, your enthusiasm will create positive energy and motivation from those around you? It creates it within you too, right? So when we are living as if, it's not fake it till we make it, it's living as if until we believe it, because once we believe it, it automatically manifests. So we have to get rid of our doubts, get rid of our lack thinking, get rid of our not enoughness, and believe that that good, whatever it is, the health, and that can be a challenge. If we were dealing with a health challenge and it's really kind of smacking us in the face, it can be very hard to believe we're healthy in that moment. The key is to work with someone who can help you see that truth when you can't see it, until you can see it. And that's part of the teaching. And this works that same way in relationships, with our employment, with our finances. Okay? Can I disagree with it a little bit? It says tomorrow's kindness will create a ripple of goodwill. And I would just say today's kindness. Yeah, today's kindness. Let's not push that off into tomorrow. Today's kindness will create a ripple of goodwill. And that's one of my favorite analogies that we use is the idea of the ripple on the pond. That was my graduation theme from ministerial school. We had the drop hitting the pond and rippling out was our theme, because that was what we had talked about in our class, was how our teaching, the fact of what we had gone through and learned in our process, we could now be that pebble and teach to others and allow that, then each one of those becomes a pebble that teaches in their way. And we all teach in our own way by our living example of who we are. And this was specific to kindness, but our love ripples out. Our kindness ripples out. Our wisdom ripples out. Our calmness and our peace ripples out. If you've ever been in a situation where it was getting angry or volatile, and you could be the peace in that moment and begin to talk more calmly, more quietly, a lot of times they'll match that energy and things can get back to a more pleasant conversation. So recognizing that we are those pebbles, those drops in our own life, and that because we're one in consciousness, we all affect each other. We all affect each other. And we see that in our own energy. Somebody comes in, and I can tell typically on a Sunday morning who's not having a good morning. It's like, okay, what's going on? Do we need to talk? Because your energy is not the same as it usually is. Or if you're, bubbly and on fire, it's like, okay, what's going on? Something wonderful has happened. Tell me about it. You have that same in your life too. You can tell when people are up or down or a little sideways or not happy or something's going on. That's the energy, and that's the ripple that we all feel because we are all one. Anybody have a good example of that? Quiet this morning, my friends. Jim, anybody online chiming in? Not yet? All right. Oh my goodness, what is with this? December will bring you love and happiness. I have love and happiness already, so I guess it happened last December, right? Again, it says a month, but it's always, right? Love and happiness can be ours anytime we choose it. Anytime we choose it. Because that all starts inside, doesn't it? We have to be love first. We have to be, what was the other word? Happiness. We have to be happy. And when we're love and happy, then we that ripple again, right? The ripple around us. And so December will bring you love and happiness. I think it's already here for all of us. If we're willing to, and if we don't have it, if we're looking for it outside of ourselves still, maybe it's time to go within and do some healing work and get in touch with any part of you that believes that you're not happiness, that you're not happy, and ask, am I not happy because of some external circumstance? Can I be happy in spite of the external circumstances? Joy in myself and my life? Can I find peace and wholeness? Or am I allowing myself to be influenced by in the external world? And anytime we give our power to anything external to ourselves, be it another human being, to provide the love that we want, we are giving away our power. It's like those crystals. We're giving away our power because we've already got within us the love and the joy and the happiness and the peace. All those God qualities I talked about in the prayer, we've already got all that within us. To let that out, to become that which we seek. And happiness, maybe December's your month. 7 months away. Or you can choose it now. All right, last one. How about that? Is it a good one? I like this one. Your financial situation will soon improve beyond dreams. And so it is. We're back to that idea of, what was the first one? A long-awaited wish and wildest dreams. All of these are the inspiration, the desires that we have, that Spirit places in us to keep us going. Otherwise, we would get stagnant, right? And stagnant stuff gets stinky, frankly. So we want to stay moving. We want to stay engaged. We want to have these wishes and desires and things that come up within us to give us that motivation to keep working towards bringing in our good. And this type of thing, your financial situation will soon improve. Well, yeah. Expectation. Wow, put that on a t-shirt, Jim. Your financial situation will, if you saw that every day, that affirmation that your financial situation, would you start expecting it? Yeah, we start expecting it. And then what happens? It's going to start showing up, isn't it? Because we're expecting it. That's our belief. When we believe at the deepest levels, we have an expectation. It's like the little girl that was in the village, and they were in a drought, And they were having rain ceremonies and prayer evenings and dances and all sorts of stuff for the rain, for the rain. And this little girl is the only one that showed up with an umbrella. She believed. She believed that it was going to rain, so she brought her umbrella. Are you carrying your umbrella? Are you carrying your big fat purse or bag with you to receive all your financial good? Are you ready? Yeah, there you go. Jim's got his. Rain it down. Rain it down. So, soon improve beyond your wildest dreams. How wild can you dream about your financial good? How wild can you dream? And of those wild dreams, how much of it do you believe is possible for you? That little gap in there is the belief that needs to be healed in order to allow those wildest dreams to be made manifest. We can dream and talk and desire, but unless we heal that little belief that doesn't quite believe it's possible for me, we're still not going to have it happen. So when you talk about things like this, ask yourself, where's my unbelief and how can I heal it? How can I heal it? All right. Well, that was fun. That was fun. All right. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. Should we do a dozen? We'll be late today. We'll do a dozen. Sorry. This one's jumping out too, Bert. It's going to be a good one. That's only a half a cookie. I think so. That one's kind of a dud. The funniest one I ever got was don't smell the inside of a hat band. Right? Be like, don't put your head in the sand. Oh, well, there you go. Wednesday's my day. A long-awaited wish will come true this Wednesday. We already had that one. So it's a double. So there you go. Thank you all for being with us. Thank you all, folks online. Anybody have anything they wanted to chime in? Nope. All right. So this week you've got a little spiritual practice. I'm going to invite you to set your intention to look for the lessons of the science of mind everywhere. Just have your radar on, looking for them. People talking about things in that information you're receiving. Look for the lessons and just pay attention and realize how much you know about science of mind and how much it's out in the world. All right, so it is. Shall we pray? So, how grateful I am this morning for all of this wisdom brought to us from Spirit in these little bitty pieces of paper. From the sweetness of the cookie and revealed, life's lessons, science of mind teaching, inspiration. We recognize that Spirit is in the cookie and in the fortune, that Spirit is in, through, and as all that is. And Spirit is in, through, and as each one of us, as expressions of it. And that we are all whole, perfect, and complete, just as we are. Just as we are, that we come equipped with all that we need available to us for the manifestation of the desires that Spirit puts in our hearts. And so this week, I know for each and every one of us that as we move forward into the world, that we are those drops on the pond of life and the pond of consciousness, and that our goodness, our kindness, our intelligence, our love ripples out to everyone that we come in contact with, and that they're made better from the connection, from the contact of who we are and who we be and how we believe and how we live, how we just show up in this world. That we are an influence, each and every one of us, an influence for good. I know that this center is a blessing, is a beacon to all who seek in this area for spiritual truth, for wisdom, for a better way of living, for a way of getting their own lives back in alignment with truth and back in alignment with love and prosperity and wisdom. And I know this morning, for anyone in this room that has anything on their heart that they seek prayer for, that we lift them into our prayer and we accept the healing, the revelation of clarity, whatever it is that that prayer is about. We just know that it is answered, right here and right now. And so it is with a heart filled with gratitude and thanksgiving that I release this prayer into the action and activity of law, knowing that it is done. And we affirm that truth by saying, and so it is. We have another song from Jason Mraz, and this is my song and wish for each of you as well. Have it all.
There we go. Thank you for a fun time with the fortune cookies, Jill. Yeah, those dated ones. That was weird. We'll just say here and now for every single one of them. How's that? All right. We had online check-ins. Kay and June say, good morning from Payson. Daniel, our practitioner, checked in from Cool Prescott, where he's watching with Sarah and Alice. And Kathy with a K says, great Sunday morning, everyone. And after the talk chimed in, well done, Reverend Jill, as always. It's now time for grateful giving. If you feel enriched by today's service and would like to support the work we do together, I invite everyone in the room and online to join us in the sacred practice of generosity. We have several ways to give as listed on the slide, and as the basket comes around, you're invited to give in whatever way feels right to you. Whether that's a financial gift or simply a silent blessing for our center, all gifts are welcome. I invite you to hold your gift over your heart if you're comfortable, and join me in our affirmation. I am an open channel through which prosperity flows. I accept the divine flow of goodness, ideas, and substance through me now. I am grateful for my full and prosperous life, and so it is.
Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful, 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 I'm so grateful.
We recognize these gifts as expressions of love, generosity, and faith in our shared community. We bless these offerings as we bless the hands and hearts that have given them. May what is shared here today be multiplied in service, compassion, and good. And so it is. Thank you again for your generosity in supporting our mission to provide spiritual tools for transformation and our vision of a world that works for everyone. And now for our announcements, it's Bert.
Thank you, Jim, and thank you for the wonderful message and everyone today. Here are our closing announcements. If you would like an affirmative prayer today, leave a written prayer request in the box up front or on our website 24/7, or see Reverend Jill after the service. Remember to sign up and stay in touch and receive the weekly newsletter and Mindful Monday recap. Sign up is in the front as well. Our audio and visual team is seeking volunteers to contribute your gifts and talents or learn something new. See Jim's after the service. Training will be provided, and the commitment is 1 day a month, one Sunday each month. Our May Art of Living Circle meeting is tomorrow evening, June 1st, due to the Memorial Day holiday. Join us at this time at 6 p.m. or 7:30 through 7:30 p.m. in person here at the center or live on Zoom. Contact Reverend Jill for credentials for the Zoom. Today is the last day to register and join us in the community outreach Feed My Starving Children, which occurs this Wednesday, June 3rd at 4:45 through about 6. Sign up today in the lobby for this free Giving Back event. Next Sunday, Reverend Joe will begin our series for June, How Life Responds to Us, with her message, The Energy of Commitment, where we'll gain a greater understanding of the power of commitment in our life by design. And we'll be right back here next week at 10 a.m. for our message, 9:30 a.m. to meditate, and streaming live on YouTube and Facebook. Plus, there is Wednesday night's rebroadcast of today's message at 7 p.m. on both channels for your midweek boost. Please stand for our affirmation and closing song. I live in peace and share my joy. I'm empowered by spiritual truth and seek dirt everywhere, and so it is. Thank you for being with us today, and join as we sing This Little Light of Mine.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, 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 let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine, 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 let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, 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 let it shine. All in my house, I'm gonna let it shine. All in my house, I'm gonna let it shine. All in my house, I'm gonna let it shine, 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 let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, 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 let it shine. Out in the dark, I'm gonna let it shine. Out in the dark, I'm gonna let it shine, shine, let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, 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 let it shine. Let it shine, 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 let it shine.